Have you ever wondered what the dark side of your zodiac sign is? Welcome to the fascinating world of astrology, where each star sign carries a unique blend of strengths and weaknesses, of light and shadow. Today we delve into the lesser-known territory, the dark side of the zodiac. Every sign, whether it's fiery Aries, earthy Taurus, or airy Gemini, possesses a set of traits that may not always be viewed as positive. These can range from impulsiveness and possessiveness to moodiness and attention-seeking. However, it's crucial to remember that these traits are not set in stone. They are merely tendencies that can be managed and even transformed through self-awareness and personal growth. Identifying these traits is not an invitation to judgment, but rather an opportunity to understand ourselves and others better. Remember, every coin has two sides. Even the stars in their celestial spheres have their darker traits. So, are you ready to explore the darker traits of your zodiac sign? Starting with Aries, the first sign of the zodiac, known for their impulsiveness. These fiery spirits have a knack for springing into action, often without taking a moment to reflect. This spontaneity can be thrilling, but it can also lead to hasty decisions and unintended consequences. They may find themselves in situations they hadn't anticipated, simply because they acted on a whim. This impulsive streak can certainly add excitement to life, but it can also lead to problems if not managed. Remember, Aries, a moment of patience can prevent a great disaster. Next up is Taurus, who can sometimes be overly possessive. This earth sign, ruled by Venus, desires control and security in their relationships. They find comfort in holding on tightly to the things and people they value. However, this possessiveness can lead to difficulties. It can strain relationships, as not everyone appreciates being held too closely. It can also hinder personal growth, as the fear of loss prevents them from embracing change. Taurus, remember, the tighter you hold on to something, the more likely it is to slip away. Moving on to Cancer, known for their mood swings. The Cancer sign is like a ride on an emotional roller coaster. One moment they're up, the next they're down. This unpredictability can be challenging for those around them. They aren't intentionally moody, it's just part of their sensitive nature. They feel deeply, and these feelings can sometimes swing from one extreme to another. However, it's important to remember that their moodiness often comes from a place of compassion and care. Cancer, remember, balance is the key to emotional stability. Next, we have Leo, who can be quite the attention seeker. Born under the sign of the lion, Leos have a natural desire to be in the limelight. They long for admiration, basking in the glow of others' appreciation. Yet this hunger for applause can sometimes lead to problems. It can make them appear overly dramatic or even self-absorbed, as they strive to keep the spotlight firmly on themselves. It's a delicate balance for Leos, as they navigate their need for recognition with the necessity of genuine relationships. Leo, remember, true self-worth comes from within, not from the applause of others. On to Virgo, who can be overly critical at times. Virgos, with their sharp minds and keen eye for detail, can't help but notice every tiny imperfection. They set high standards, not just for themselves, but for everyone around them. This tendency to judge can create pressure, both for the Virgo and those who find themselves under their scrutinizing gaze. But it's important to remember, Virgo, that this pursuit of perfection can sometimes rob you of the joy found in life's little imperfections. Virgo, remember, perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence. Next is Libra, known for their indecisiveness. This sign, symbolized by the balanced scales, often finds itself struggling to make decisions. Fear of making the wrong choice can lead them into a state of paralysis, where they are unable to move forward. Their mind teeters on the edge, like a scale that can't find its balance, contemplating every possible outcome. It's a challenging trait, but it's also a reflection of Libra's deep desire for fairness and justice. Libra, remember, not making a decision is also a decision. Moving on to Scorpio, who can be quite manipulative. Known for their strategic minds, Scorpios often use manipulation to assert control, establishing dominance in situations. This desire for control can stem from deep-rooted trust issues, making it difficult for them to rely on others. But this behavior can create a vicious cycle, further straining relationships and trust. Scorpio, remember, manipulation only leads to distrust. Next, we have Sagittarius, known for their bluntness. The archer of the Zodiac, Sagittarius, tends to shoot straight from the hip. Their words, sharp as arrows, can often pierce through the feelings of others, leaving room for potential hurt. This disregard for the emotional impact of their words stems not from malice, but from their relentless pursuit of truth. However, it's essential for our Sagittarian friends to remember that the impact of their words can be as significant as their intent. Sagittarius, remember, words are powerful, use them wisely. On to Capricorn, who can be overly controlling. They often find themselves wrestling for the reins, desiring to steer life's journey as they please. This need for control, however, can create a struggle when life's inevitable changes come knocking. It's not uncommon for a Capricorn to feel overwhelmed and stressed by the unpredictability of life. But it's pertinent for Capricorns to remember that flexibility is key in navigating life's tumultuous waves. Capricorn, remember, change is the only constant. Next up is Aquarius, known for their quick judgments. This air sign, symbolized by the water bearer, often forms opinions rapidly, sometimes overlooking the nuances of a situation. Their analytical minds swiftly categorize and interpret, which can lead to hasty conclusions. The challenge for Aquarius lies in slowing down, taking a moment to consider different perspectives, and understanding that initial impressions may not always hold the full truth. This can help prevent misunderstandings and foster more profound connections. Aquarius, remember, there's always more than one side to a story. Finally, we have Pisces, who can be quite the escapist. The Pisces sign is often regarded as the dreamer of the zodiac. With a vivid imagination and a love for fantasy, Pisces may find themselves retreating into their own world, avoiding harsh realities. This escapist tendency, while providing a temporary haven, can potentially lead to unfulfilled potential. They may lose sight of their goals and aspirations in the real world. Pisces, remember, reality is the best place to fulfill your dreams. So there you have it, the dark side of each zodiac sign. We've journeyed through the celestial wheel, unearthing the less flattering traits that are often overlooked, from the impulsiveness of Aries to the possessiveness of Taurus. We've seen the moodiness in Cancer and the attention-seeking tendencies in Leo. We've acknowledged the judgmental nature of Virgo and the indecisiveness of Libra. We've exposed the manipulativeness in Scorpio, the bluntness of Sagittarius, and the control issues in Capricorn. We've also taken note of the quick judgment in Aquarius and the escapist tendencies of Pisces. But let's not forget, these traits do not define us. They are simply parts of our complex personalities that can be polished and improved. Self-awareness is the key. It's the first step towards personal growth. By recognizing these traits within ourselves, we can work on turning them into strengths, shaping our character in more positive and constructive ways.